Hey guys, this is JP from TravelFeed, and today I'm going to show you some of the features that we recently implemented into TravelFeed. So first of all, I'm on TravelFeed here, let's log in, and here you see the first new feature already. We now have full support for Steem keychain, so I can just enter my account name here. I'm using my testing account in this case, and sign in with keychain, and there we go, the dashboard is loading, and here we are. So the next new feature that we implemented is a completely new editor, and you're going to love it. It's so amazing. Worked on this for the whole week, and you can already see it looks so much better than the old editor, and you have so many more options. So let's start by writing a post. Let's just call it, this is a test post. So space here. And now you can see the new editor, and you already see, yeah, it looks different than before. If you click on the plus, or I just use the tab instead, I prefer that, you can see all the options here. You can add a header, can add a delimiter, which just looks like this. You can add a list. And then if you go to the right side, you can actually change some of it. So for example, you can make the list from a numbered list to an unnumbered list. Or if I add a heading, so let's add a heading here. It's pretty cool. Like, you can just go to the right and change it here, make it smaller, make it really stand out, make it bigger. And it's a block-based editor. I mean, if some of you have used WordPress before, you know how it works. So you have those different blocks, and you can move a block up or down. You can delete a block if you don't like it. So it's a pretty cool approach. So if you want to add a photo, that's also pretty cool. So I'm just going to add a photo here. I'm going to Photos, and I'm going to select from Sri Lanka. And now it's uploading. And now I can add a caption here. And what's really new is actually that you can also implement videos now. So I'm going to YouTube and just copy the UI here. And just paste it in the editor, and you see it automatically turns into a video. And what's special about this editor is that you don't need to know any markdown, so you can just write a text. Just going to use a blind text from here. So you can just write the text, and if you want to format it, you don't need to know any markdown. You just mark it and say, okay, this is bold, this is italic. So yeah. It's pretty cool, and we don't have a separate preview integrated in the editor, because the editor basically is the preview. You already see how your post will look like on TravelFeed. And if you still want to see proper preview, you can go all the way to the bottom. And here you can see how your post will look like on TravelFeed. And here you can also see that you also should also add a featured image here, because otherwise, yeah, it doesn't look good if it's just a blank background. So we're going to do this next. So you can see the featured image picker here. Yeah, I'm not in Chrome, so yeah. Another one from Sri Lanka. Let's choose, yeah, this one. Oh, this one is nice, yeah. Good. And now it's uploading. And you saw it's already here. And if you go to the preview, you can also see it's here. And it will look exactly like this if you open my TravelFeed post. So now the next point, I say, okay, it's a post about Sri Lanka. So I have here my location picker. I could go just drag it here to Sri Lanka, but I actually prefer to use this search. So let's search for Sri Lanka. And now we're here. And the marker's already there. I can just drag it around. And that's a new feature, because before that you would just drop a marker anywhere. For example, I write a post about like all of Sri Lanka, for example, the 5 best places to visit in Sri Lanka. But I can't just select all of Sri Lanka before, because I need to drop my marker like somewhere on the island, and people might think, okay, it's a post specifically about Kandy or about Colombo. So that's new. So you can select what is your post about. So you can say, okay, it's about Sri Lanka, it's about the western province of Sri Lanka, or if I go directly to Colombo, it would also offer me like the suburbs, or yeah, more options here. So I'm going to say, okay, it's all about Sri Lanka, and you see it changes here. It's now the country is selected. And what this means is that later on TravelFeed, if you search for posts from Sri Lanka, posts which have country selected option will rank higher because they're more relevant. If you're searching for Colombo, a post from Colombo will rank higher, of course. So that helps to improve your rating, your ranking, specifically throughout users are searching for, what users would want to find. So the next feature is here. You can actually select the language of your post now. So that's still a feature that's under development. So we are working on making TravelFeed multilingual. This means that you can read posts in different languages. But at the moment we only have curation in English and Polish, and the TravelFeed web app only shows English posts at the moment. But this will change later this year. So yeah, I'm going to leave it with English in this case. And here you have the tag picker, and that's pretty cool actually, because we have this automatic tag suggestions. So based on the tags that you use in a post, it actually suggests you some tags that could be relevant. You can just add them here, or you can add other tags. For example, you can add like tribe tags, you can add regular tags. Yeah, and you can add up to 10 tags actually. So if you're a Steem user, you know that there are like different payout options that you can choose here. You can also like set a custom permalink if you would like that. You can set beneficiaries. So at TravelFeed we do not set any beneficiaries by default. We do not take anything from your post rewards. But if you would like to support us or support someone else, let's just say I support my main account here and give like, yeah, let's say 10% of the reward. I can add it here. Oh, I misspelled. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's it. And here we see the preview. So yeah, looks good, doesn't it? Okay. And now you see here the options, and if I want to publish now, it doesn't let me because it tells me that my post doesn't meet the requirements. And here I see the warning sign that I need to write more than 250 words. And yeah, that's actually a good point. So I'm going to generate a blind text here, so please don't do this when you do a proper post on TravelFeed. But in case of this testing post, that's fine. So yeah, I'm just going to generate a longer text. And here we go. Before you publish, please also check this, that if you're using any media of text of your own, so make sure that you get the permission of the owner, don't steal any stuff, don't violate any copyright. And also make sure that your post is in the language that you selected, in this case English, and don't use any translation tools. You would rather see like post in your native language in this case. And also don't repost TravelFeed posts. Post each post only once. Okay, if that's all okay, we can go and publish. And that's Steem keychain here, all working. We can confirm. And here we go. It has been published. So let's try another post, and this time I'm going to show you the Markdown editor. So if you prefer to write a post in Markdown, that's also possible. So you see, this is now bold in Markdown, and you can easily switch to the Easy Editor. But the thing is that the Easy Editor mostly supports Markdown, so if you're using any custom HTML here, it can happen that it doesn't work in the Easy Editor. So we don't recommend switching between editors, or switching from the Easy Editor to the switching from the Markdown editor to the Easy Editor, but the other way around is not a problem. So we can go back to the Easy Editor, and we're still here. We can also like add photos, and it's actually pretty cool, the new Markdown editor. So you have this side-by-side preview. On the right side you have the preview, on the left side the Markdown. And you can go full screen, it gives you like lots of place to write here. And also like it has this, yeah, it has a scrolling feature. I'll just write a bit more. So it scrolls both at the same time. You have the side-by-side preview enabled. You can also like switch here, like this is just Markdown and just a preview, if you would like that rather. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And also like the drafts are saved automatically every 20 seconds if you have something entered in your title or in your text field. But you can also like save the draft automatically, and if you now go to drafts, you see, yeah, it has already been saved. And we can go to edit it, and it's still there. So that's pretty cool. Same goes for editing past posts, and yeah, that's basically it about the new editor. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of it, about what we achieved in the editor this week. So give it a try, write a post to TravelFeed. And before I end this video, I want to show you one more cool feature that we implemented last week. It's called the dark mode. So if you're using TravelFeed at night, you might not like the light background. So now you can just turn on the dark mode. It goes for like your travel blog here. So if you're writing a blog in the editor, where you have the dark mode here. You can switch here to TravelFeed, and also there you'll have the dark mode. You can view any post, and it's just so much more comfortable for the eyes if you're viewing at nighttime. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So guys, that's it for today. Thanks for viewing.